everybody, Stefchap back here, and today it is time for yet another tutorial of VRchat. This time a very short and very simple one. How to get eye tracking. So, let's get started. So, if you're familiar with my previous video, you know on how to work with cats and stuff, and you know how to import a model. So, we're going to be bringing back in, let's see, who are we going to be bringing in this time? Let's be simple about it and say that. Oh, and who could it be except Hoppo. So, the model has been spawned in, and we're just going to be working on our model. Yep. La la la. So, let's go and reduce these polygons again. You all should know this process by now. It is a relatively simple one. We just go and translate everything. Now again, this model is not one that we really need to decimate all that much, so we're not really going to be decimating it practically at all. Let's go and hide this. Also, for the ones who aren't yet familiar with it, Cat's Blender plugin has actually had an update, so the green cylinders and stuff you saw in my video don't appear anymore. They are automatically deleted once you've translated the first shape. So, let's go to separate by materials. Let's go and quickly decimate this. This is a very short tutorial, and for good reason, because it isn't difficult at all to perform this. There we go, and a little bit more of the hair. Also, my next tutorial is either going to be of mouth movement or of dynamic bones, which is a very big group. So, as you can see, Hoppo has been decimated. Now we're going to be fixing the model to attach everything as it was. It actually now makes the armature somewhat hidden. Now it comes to the special part. Eye tracking is a tab located right here. So we're going to click on this. Now, as you can see, there is creation, testing, body if it's set up correctly, and here it should say head, ILIR. If this here is good, that's fine. Now, what you're going to want to do is disable this first box here. Well, check it, because you do not really want to trust on this here eye blinking. It's not too nice. So, as for this little slider here, this here is actually how much your eyes will move. Now, it depends on how much you put it, how far the eyes will go. Like, if we're going to be putting it at 2, look, let's go and run a test, shall we? So, we're going to let the eyes go, as you can see. Oh god, a Hago face. Anyway, so, like this we can see how far the character's eyes would move. This looks a little bit unrealistic. So, what we're going to do is put it down to 0.3. Let's see what that does. Oh dearie me, that isn't a lot at all. Again, not what we want. So, as for this, there's actually an ideal amount. Now, the ideal amount I always use is 1.5. So, we have created it, and now we can go like this. This looks pretty realistic, pretty accurate. So, once that's all done, you can just go and save the model as an FBX, and don't forget, just like before, use it through the make your own VRchat tab. You're gonna wanna take all of these, like I told you in the previous video, and just set them to what I have. Once you have saved it and you've gone through all of the steps of Unity again, you saw nothing. That's totally not a mouse tank for the Hoppo army. So, if you've worked on all of that process, oh dear, oh wow, my game was still open. Well, I guess it's time to forcefully close it. So, VRchat is back to work, so I can now show you what happens when you add eye tracking. So as I said, it's very simple. You just add it in Blender and then it's there. You don't need to do anything in Unity to make it work. So, what deserves the result? The resulting avatar will get this effect. As you can see, look, the eyes will now be able to turn. And they will actually lock onto a nearby target. Most of the time when you're just standing in front of a mirror, it'll just look at yourself. Like if I turn my head, see? Kinda wants to keep looking at itself. But if there's somebody near him, or your character, it wants to look at that person. So, now you have all learned how to do eye tracking. Next time, mouth movement. So, hope you all enjoyed this video. This is Stefchap, signing off.